So what are the best arguments for panpsychism?
I would say the attraction of panpsychism is the explanation it is able to offer of how physical reality emerges from underlying facts about consciousness. And here we really get to this all goes back to the influence of Bertrand Russell and certain really important pioneering work Russell did in the 1920s. I think we should think of Russell as the Darwin of consciousness. I think he cracked it. But basically, Russell was focusing on the fact that physics is purely mathematical. This is what I think in the 1920s he was really spending a lot of time wrestling with, which is something we kind of take for granted, but was a quite revolutionary innovation of Galileo in the 17th century, that right from now on our basic science is going to be totally mathematical. Now, of course, that's very useful if you're a working physicist, right? To get very precise predictions, mathematics is great. But Russell's thinking, well, what does it mean as a philosopher interested in the fundamental nature of reality that our basic science is just mathematics? And what Russell decided it meant is that physics isn't really telling us that much about what physical reality is. It's just describing its mathematical structure. As far as physics is concerned, fundamental reality could turn out to be anything. Physical reality could be anything. As long as it has the right mathematical structure, you're going to be able to get physics out of that. So the panpsychist exploits this in the following way. So their story is, what we have at the fundamental level of reality are very simple conscious entities interacting in simple, predictable ways. Through their interactions, they realize certain patterns, certain mathematical structures. And then the idea is those mathematical structures just are what we call physics. So you get physics out of underlying facts about consciousness. It's perhaps put vividly by, Stephen Hawking famously said on the last page of A Brief History of Time, even a final theory of physics won't tell us what breathes fire into the equations and makes a universe for them to describe. So for the panpsychist, it's consciousness that breathes fire into the equations. Okay, so how does this give us reason to believe panpsychism? Well, I think this is an intelligible. Let's put it this way: panpsychism has solved its own hard problem. The hard problem for the physicalist is, how does consciousness emerge from physical processes in the brain? I don't think the physicalist has managed to solve that. The panpsychist's hard problem is, how does physical reality emerge from consciousness? And I think we have solved that. We know how to make sense of that. I think Russell gave us a totally satisfactory explanation. So we have this comprehensible account, theory, explanation of how consciousness and the physical world fit together, which I don't think the physicalist is.